I recreated the animation intro of the recent Vox-style of this one.
Yes. Lock up the bike.
My version. So create a new composition, and the composition name will type Vox intro, and we'll change the aspect ratio to 1920 by 1080 landscape. So we hit OK. After that, we'll create our background layer. So we hit Ctrl Y, then type BG for background and hit OK. So Ctrl T for our text, then we'll change the font to is it Questa? Yeah, it's a similar font, so we choose Questa, then type our first word, that is quadrilles. We'll go to we'll double click and go to our text panel to change the font size to 120 is okay. We'll hold Ctrl then double tap the pan behind to and center line horizontally. Alright, from there we'll double tap our text, then hit enter to type the remaining words. So that is immigration. Then hit enter, we type immunity. Then we hit enter, we type Gaza. Then another abortion. Then I'll type tariffs. Then government. Okay, so we'll double tap our text layout, then we'll stretch it out using this tool. Okay, so when we are done, we'll have to align it vertically. So I'll hit this vertically align. I'll double tap our text, then change the font size. So I'll decrease the font size to 100. So with the text layer selected, we'll move it with the arrow keys to the top. Then when we are done, we'll have to decrease the spacing of the text. So I will decrease it a little bit. Alright, this is okay. So from there we're going to hit P for position. Then we'll move it to the top using the height, the right side. So we'll move it to the top. Then I'll select the rectangle tool and create a stroke around the government like this. We'll hold Control and double tap the pan behind to center the anchor point. We'll go to this text box and type size. So in the size, I'll set a keyframe, then move forward and increase the size. So I'll set, or you can hit F9 for easy ease. I can go flow and go to this. Alright, so from there I will hit this text and hit Ctrl D to duplicate it. Then with both of them selected, by holding Shift, I'll press P and set a keyframe for both of them. Move a couple frames, then move to the top where the guardrails is. Alright, so from there you can select or and hit F9 to easy ease, or go to your flow. So now let's see how it be. Alright, so now we just have to do a little bit of adjustment of the keyframes. So I will like to set a mask, so I will go to the rectangle tool, then change the fill to red, the solid, then go to no stroke. So I hit OK. So I'll draw the marks inside the box of the stroke. Yeah, then I'll center the anchor point. So I'll pick whip the track matte to the mask. So I'll just type the rename it as mask and rename this one as stroke. Alright, so from there I can choose this layer, hit P, then reduce the opacity so it will be the only thing that will be, you get what I mean. So yeah, so that's it. So we choose test as the opacity, and now what we have to do now is change the keyframes of the stroke. So just tweak it a little bit. I would like it to begin by it closing, so I will decrease the width of the stroke like this, and move to the second keyframe and close it a little bit. Okay, like this is better. You'll move it back. Alright, so we like to create our highlight. So I'll go to the pen tool, then make a line across the text and change the fill to no fill. So we'll click on this side and go to none, then change the stroke to yellow. So we'll just increase the width of the stroke and align it perfectly across the text by stretching it out. Alright, so we change the blending mode to multiply, then I'll add a roughing edge. So we go to the effects and preset and type roughing edges. Now follow the exact values that I use in this panel. Alright, now that we're done, we'll hit R for rotation, then we'll move it a little bit to this angle. We'll change or increase the stroke width, then we'll add a trim path. So I'll go to add, then select trim path. So from the trim path, we'll set a keyframe from the end by moving keyframes to the back, then we'll hit the stopwatch, then move a couple frames, then change it to 100, but make sure you change it from 0 to 100. Okay, alright, then we'll set an easy ease. So when we're done, change the opacity of the highlight, but first we'll rename the layer to highlight, then change the opacity to 35. Okay, then this how to be like. So we'll create an adjustment layer by hitting Ctrl+Shift+Y, then we'll set an effect of posterize, then we'll do type posterize time, then change the value to 12. Alright, so like this. Okay, alright, so I would like to add a texture, so I'll go to my project, then I'll have a texture that I'll drag to the timeline. So we'll use this one, then I'll drag it to the top of the composition, then I'll adjust the scale in the composition by hitting S. When I'm done, I'll change the blending mode to overlay. Alright, it's looking good now. So we'll use this one. This one's perfect. So you can see the difference now. When I hit the eye, I can choose to use screen 2. So when I hit the eye, this is going to be the difference. Have you seen it?